All right, class. Good afternoon. Today, we're going to learn some English. This is English 101. Okay? I'm going to tell you a word, and you tell me what is the word. Okay? Are we ready? Okay. First word. R-E-E-D. R-E-E-D. What is this word? Jerome. R-E-E-D. Okay. Is it read? Correct. Good job, Jerome. Yes, nice. R-E-E-D spells reed. Like a reed, like a piece of grass almost, a reed. Good job. Okay? Next word, class. Are we ready? Okay. R-E-A-D. R-E-A-D. What does this spell? Samantha? Timmy? Jerome? Jerome, what is this word? Okay, R-E-A-D. Riyadh. No, Jerome, that's wrong. Read, like we read a book. What is Riyadh? There is no Riyadh. But the words, they're spelled differently. How can they be the same? Jerome, this is English. You should know better. Pay attention, Jerome. Okay? Next word, class. Next word. T-E-A-R. What is this word? Pablo, Agustina, Andrea, Andres. Does anybody know? Jerome? Jerome, what is this word? Okay, I know this one. T-E-A-R. That's tear. Tear. Good job, Jerome. Good job. That's correct. This word is tear. Like you tear a piece of paper. Good job, Jerome. Good job paying attention. Okay? Well, let's get into our next word then. Okay? Pay attention, class. Our next word, T-E-A-R. What is this word? Jerome, why do you look confused? Didn't we just see the same word? No, we didn't. Pay attention, Jerome. What is this word? T-E-A-R. This is English. Okay. T-E-A-R. T-R. Tear. T-R. Maybe? What? Tear? T-R? This is English, Jerome. Pay attention. It's not tear. It's not T-R. It's tear. Tear. Like when you're crying. It's tear. You need to study more. You need to get your textbooks. You need to get your app. And you need to study. This is English. No! There has to be another way. Jerome? Oh? There is another way. There is another way, and it's called comprehensible input. So you watching, you want to learn English, right? What have you tried? Maybe studying with a textbook, maybe studying grammar and different rules of English. Maybe you're using a phone application. Have you tried these things? Well, if you're putting in hard work, if you're putting in lots of effort, if you're trying really hard to study English, that's great. That's amazing. But I have to say one thing. With textbooks, with studying grammar, with using different phone applications, there's a huge problem. Let me explain, okay? So first, we have to understand that with any language, the language can be highly phonetic or less phonetic. Highly phonetic or less phonetic. Greg, what is a phonetic language? Good question. So a highly phonetic language is a language in which the words, they sound very close to how they are spelled or written. Okay? Highly phonetic language, it sounds very close, very similar to how the words are spelled or written. Now, the opposite of that, a less phonetic language. The words, they don't sound close to how they are spelled or written. Okay? It's the opposite of a highly phonetic language. With a less phonetic language, the words, they don't sound how they are spelled or written. Spanish, for example, is highly phonetic. Italian is highly phonetic. English is not very phonetic at all. English is a less phonetic language. In English, with many words, the vowel sounds, A, E, I, O, U, they're not consistent. They're not always the same. English is weird. I want you to understand about English, so I'll give you some example words. I'll give you some examples, okay? Let's look at this word. If I pronounce it the way that it's spelled, I would say spongay. Spongay or spongay. But if I say that I'm going to clean the dishes with a spongay, people, native speakers of English, they'll look at me so weird. Spongay? Nobody says spongay. Even though that's the way that it's spelled, nobody says spongay. The word is actually sponge, like with a U sound. It's spelled with an O like spawn, but it makes a U sound like sponge. It doesn't make any sense. English is weird, but that's just the way that it is. So really, the only way to know this, the only way to learn the word correctly is by hearing it. Hearing it from me. Hearing it from a native English speaker. If you just read a textbook, if you just study English, you'll think the word is sponge. But no, it's actually sponge. And to understand that, you have to hear it. Once you hear it, you won't say, oh, I'm going to buy a sponge. No, no, no. You'll go and you'll buy a sponge, okay? Let's look at one more example. This example is extreme. Let's look at this word. Do you know how to pronounce this word? If you study the rules of English, if you study with a textbook, you might read this and say, oh, colonel. This is a colonel. But if you say, I was a colonel in the military, and somebody hears you say that, they will have no idea what you're talking about. Nobody knows what a colonel is. This word for English speakers, or at least Americans, it sounds completely different than the way that it's spelled. Do you want to hear what the actual word is? This word, C-O-L-O-N-E-L, it's actually pronounced kernel. Kernel. Isn't that crazy? There's no R in the word. There's no R in the word, but somehow it gets added. And the L, C-O-L, we completely take it away, and instead we put an R. So we don't say colonel, we say kernel. Isn't that weird? Why do we do that? I have no idea, but that's just the way that it is. If you want to study English, you have to listen to a lot of these things. If you only study the textbook, if you only study the rules, you'll never know things like kernel or sponge. So it's really important to listen. So, with all of that being said, I have good news. I have great news for you. You can learn how to pronounce all of the English words naturally. You can learn without studying grammar, without using textbooks. You can learn naturally. All you have to do is listen. That's it. You can learn English, you can understand a native speaker like me only by listening. It's true. That's why I'm here. That's why this channel is here. English Fiesta. We make comprehensible input videos for you. We make videos for people that want to listen and learn English. You listen and listen and listen and watch and watch and watch. And eventually your brain, it starts putting these words together. Little by little, your English brain, it starts to improve. Your brain, it starts to organize the words and it starts to recognize the sounds that you're hearing. Your understanding, your level, it starts off small, but if you listen, it goes up, and you listen more, it goes up, you listen more, it goes up, it goes up, it goes up, until eventually you understand everything. This is the advice from English Fiesta, that you receive comprehensible input and you learn. Start with 15 to 30 minutes a day. 15 to 30 minutes a day of listening to comprehensible input videos. All of the videos on this channel, on English Fiesta, are comprehensible input videos. If you keep listening, then little by little, your understanding and your English will improve. No grammar or no textbook study needed. So, for all of your comprehensible input needs, subscribe to this channel, of course. We'll have videos at every level, beginner, intermediate, advanced, with different accents, Canadian, British, American, all your comprehensible input needs, we got you here at English Fiesta. So I'm Gregory, your trusty American, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. And scene.